Hello and welcome. I'm your host Ruby Gill and I feel honored to welcome you all on the behalf of lovely professional university. So attendees, what do you think the essence of today's webinar? Well, I'm glad to share with much excitement that today our expert will deliver his expertise and tell us how to crack a 10 lakh barrier in your first job. So I'm sure you are as excited as I am for today's webinar. So kindly allow me to introduce our experts. Mr. Rajat Bhattacharya, Professor, School of Design, Lovely Professional University. A seasoned personality with an experience of 45 years in fashion and manufacturing industry, he has traveled and lived all over the world, creating over a dozen joint ventures such as Lacoste, France, Caronali, La Perla, Benetton, Prague, Italy, Spain, Singapore, and in many more countries. So simultaneously, he has been involved in education sector as well and set up Pearl Academy in Dhaka, and he is a co-founder of India's first luxury brand business school, Luxury Connect. Moreover, Mr. Bhattacharya is also on the board of Director of International Business School, Washington. So, sir, it's a privilege to have you on board with us today. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, Dr. Gill. Thank you so much.
Additionally, we have our admission expert, Ms. Megha Singh, Assistant Professor, Lovely Professional University. Her expertise lies in human resource management and currently she's involved in research related to social causes, and attendees today, she'll give you an insight of eligibility, fee and scholarship, which I'm sure will make you save a lot of money. And in addition to that, she'll also be sharing the infrastructure part of the university. So with this, we'll begin our today's webinar. I welcome you all once again to the webinar and looking forward for a great interactive session. So over to you, Mr. Rajat Bhattacharya, sir, for the content of the day.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ruby. And it was wonderful to having hosted this webinar again. And a very special topic here that how today at LPU, the Fashion and Design School, as also all other schools, are looking at placing our students at the highest level. And for that reason, we have worked along with our team of excellent faculty members and in the guidance of our Excellency, the Chancellor, sir, as well as the entire team to bring to you the latest in technology, the latest
So we are unable to hear you.
I have had in the industry, in the fashion industry, not only in India, but worldwide. I've lived in many of the international countries like the United States, Germany, Italy has been like a second home, and even places like Bangladesh, where I have set up international university and a college of Pearl Academy many years back. And this gives me the strength to help my team of people who are in the placement to be able to ensure that we are able to, give you 100% chance of getting placed. And therefore, our mantra today is career assured and future ensured. Today, as we speak, 90% of our 2022 batch is already placed. The rest, 8 or 10%, which is left, either are going in for higher studies or they are joining their own businesses or starting up their own businesses as entrepreneurs, and some of them who have, for personal matters, backed out of taking their career forward. But we are proud to say today that we have students placed in some of the 60 of the best international and national companies, which are large formats and not just in design, but in the industry itself, where our students, besides fashion design, are today involved in product development, they are involved in merchandising, they are involved in production process, they are involved in the development of production processes, sourcing, and at all that the industry today requires. As you will know that in the exports business, India has not lagged behind, and today we boast of over $20 billion worth of garment exports all over the world. But the best thing to happen to the apparel business in the retail is that today $350 billion worth of retail is what the apparel industry is. And for this, we need a plethora of trained people, trained personnel in order to fulfill all the needs. So our students today are going side by side in mainly these three industries. One being the fashion industry, where they work closely with fashion designers, fashion houses, and buying agency houses who have their own development. Two, the manufacturer exporters who have their large format areas and are constantly producing for some of the best brands in the world. And of course, the third is the retail area, where, as you know, we have more than 350 international brands today operating in India. And that gives us a huge potential of being able to give to our students a wonderful opportunity to look forward and take themselves to the next level once they finish their studies. The process that we start is as early as the first year itself, when the first semester breaks come normally for the winter break or the summer break. We send our students out to get their first basic touch of the industry, which is to give them a 6 to 8 week exposure in going and doing internships, or what we call the OJT, on job training. This helps the students from their learning in the class to the fact that they are now also able to get access to the industry, and from that come back again to their classroom to really understand what the faculty, what their teachers are trying to teach them in principle, and learn much more, because there is no substitute for learning hands-on. Now, you'll ask, how differently do we train our students so that they are constantly able to get higher and higher packages? Well, we are proud to say that we have included quite a number of subjects. Today, the world has gone completely digital. And we realized this 2 years ago when we started investing. The university is very, very futuristic. Our goal is always to think big, think far ahead of the others, so that we are always ahead of the game. And with this, we were able to start on a lot of digital platforms where we have ensured that all our students are learning not only the basic things like Adobe, screenshots, InDesign, etc., but we are also teaching them close 3D. We are teaching them today UI, UX, and all the other platforms, so that, you know, even in production, they go through a whole semester where they're learning about CAD and CAM and how this is to be used, so that every student who comes out of their courses are well versed on the digital platforms. Now, this is a very important area. This semester, what we have done while the break has been going on, our team of fantastic faculty members led by our dean, we have now created in our career development special courses which will be now added on for skills. We have actually taken out 6 or 7 areas of cohorts where we are going to ensure that we pick the students who have the enthusiasm to be channeled into these correct areas, and from that they are going to be taught specialized courses in addition to the regular courses. What will happen is that this will put them in sync with the industry, this will put them in sync with the international industry, and this is exactly how our students are going to perform much better than what the other schools in design are especially doing. For you to also be proud of is to understand that what we have done is we have not only done placement for our students in India, but we have done placements for our students in the international market also. So whether it's the UAE or it's the Middle East or neighboring countries like Bangladesh or Indonesia or even Hong Kong and Malaysia, these are areas of tremendous growth in the apparel industry. And they have today, for a country like Bangladesh, although it is a percentage, small percentage of what we are in India, the size of India, have reached export figure of $49 billion. And they all pay dollar salaries because they are basically supplying to the best of the world. And we are proud that a whole batch of our students are out there already doing internship, doing jobs, and have started performing very, very well, which opens up the doors for all our future batches, including the current batches who will be passing out soon. To ensure that the high package is available and is attainable, what we also put in is a huge amount of effort into ensuring that students are properly merchandised. Now you'll say, how can a student be merchandised? Well, you know, at the end of the day, we ourselves are a product. I'm a product. I'm a product of 47 years from the industry who, you know, unfortunately, like you people who have the chance of doing design courses, you know, production courses, etc., we had to learn it the hard way in the industry. But yes, much later we were able to also do our higher degrees, higher learning, etc., when we got exposed to the industry. Now, what we do is, therefore, we ensure that you are given the best of the opportunities in the courses, in your acclimatization in the industry. And like I said before, that hands-on training is very, very important. I will share with you some of the company names, etc., or where our students are placed or will be placed soon. And we have divided the entire scenario of India into different cities where we have our main areas where we can start, and we have to do this. So sorry, sorry for that. That was a call from one of the industry chairmen who just confirmed 3 of our students. So here it is happening right in front of you. how we keep in very close contact with all our industry people, all our students, and we constantly map them. We have a full team to look after each and every student. So what we start with is, even right from the first year when the students join, from the very first semester, we map all our students so that we know what your aptitude is, we know what your strengths are, we know what you desire to do ultimately, which are the streams that you would like to join later in life, because it's a journey. Because the next 4 years when you are with us is going to be a journey that we are going to spend together. And even beyond that, we keep in touch right through. We have a very, very strong alumni base, and we keep in touch with everyone right through this journey, so that we as teachers, we as faculty members are able to ensure that you have the best kind of career and the best life ahead. Going back to what I was saying of how we train, so communication and skill development is something we take very, very special care of. I always give a very short and simple step as to why communication is so important. Today in the world, you need to look smart, you need to be smart, you need to talk smart. And those three aptitudes are something that each one of you needs to carry if you want to do well in the industry. When you walk into your first interview, you have to score not 100% but 120%. And that's why we work so hard with our students right from the very beginning. We spend almost 4 to 5 hours with each of the batches per week in trying to develop it right from the word go. Communication is the mother of all necessity in whichever field you go. Today, you look around you, whether somebody is a movie actor or somebody is a television actor, somebody who's a CEO of a company, somebody who's a sportsman, somebody who's a musician, somebody who's an educator, a politician. Everybody who can communicate well is somebody who is respected. Everybody needs to develop those skills. And to hone those skills, we spend a lot of time with you. Our teaching of skill developments is extremely unique. We spend time with people who are professionally developing all our students. And here I'm proud to say I take a very personal interest in grooming all our students. How do you look? What do you dress when you go for an interview? How should you address somebody? What is the posture like? If you are asked to say something, how do you give us presentation? Today, a lot of people end up not being good presenters. You have to develop those areas. You have to develop all those areas. And therefore, it's important that we teach you all this. And then for you, it is up to you to keep developing on that. We take special care in creating and helping you create your portfolios, your curriculum vitae, so that it's professional. So that when you go and stand in any of the interviews that the university or the school organizes for you, you are one amongst the best. In the Greek mythology, there was a saying, "Inter stella luna minores." What does it mean? It means a moon amongst lesser stars. That's what we want our students to be. That's what will take you to those high price packages. That is what will give you the openings in companies which are today progressive companies looking at getting the best students to work for them, who of course are going to be their not only their future managers but the leaders in the industry. So taking everything into schedule and putting everything together is something that is very, very important. And the learning here is unbelievable, because when you walk into this university, it is not just a small university, it's almost like a mini city. We have every kind of facilities. We have over 25 different schools, besides what our School of Fashion and School of Media and the other schools. And we have probably some of the finest PhDs and doctorates who are teaching here. The every faculty member is encouraged to write papers, to write books, to ensure that they have aspirations to do their own masters if someone has not completed it, to do their own doctoral studies. And along with students, it's a joint thing that most of the faculty members do. So that even on that pedagogic side, the students are developing with knowledge, with so much to learn. Clearly, this is something that we are very proud of, and we do hope that some of you who are aspiring to be part of the LPU culture, to be part of the LPU story, to be part of the LPU success, you will soon be here, and we look forward to working closely with you, developing you so that you become our leaders of tomorrow. Dr. Ruby, I could wind up now and probably take in questions so that we could have further discussions on this.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for intensifying and magnifying the knowledge of our attendees. And thank you so much for guiding the students and sharing your vision among them. So, yes, sir, we have few queries from the attendees. So, sir, with your permission, we'll take up those queries.
Sure.
All right. So, sir, there is a query from Tenzin. He wants to know that he wants to be a merchandising manager. So what to do? Is that LPU? He'll learn about this. He'll get the skills about this.
Yes, that's a great question. Like I said, today we are not just concentrating on making fashion designers, but today 70% of the jobs are in the industry, be it the manufacturing, buying industry, or the retail industry. And merchandising is one of the core areas. To a merchandiser in a company, whether he is in marketing, whether he is in sales, whether he is in production, is like the heart or the lungs of that industry. And we have not only the course, which always includes merchandising as a major part of it, but we send out our students to the industry as per their in camp, and ensure that they go and learn every detail about merchandising, so that once they are able to complete the course along with the industry exposure, they are fit to become proper merchandise managers of the future. And this is one core area where we are looking at high price jobs, because as you know, a lot of our students currently have been trained and are working with some of the largest companies, and very shortly, once they complete their internship program and the initial training, they will be stepping into as assistant merchandise manager, then a merchandise manager, and from there on, sky is the limit. In fact, I'm proud to say that most of my international placements of students who are in Bangladesh or in the Middle East have already become important merchandise managers and doing extremely well with their dollar salaries and high price salaries, which go way beyond 10 lakhs a year. So there you are. It's a great area to definitely go in. And if you ask me, not because I am at LPU, but because I will say that we will be responsible for making you one of those champions. Please come and visit us. Please come and join us.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. Thank you so much, sir. We'll take up another query. So another query is from Namita. She wants to know that would it be a wise step to do MBA after B designing, so that he could be a proficient for to about the skills, about all those things to advertise the product, or all these things will be taught in the B design, like in the course itself. What do you
Okay.
like to say about this, though?
That's a good thought process, Namita. And what I will say today, the MBA is actually no longer something which is sort of in any industry. Even in the management area, MBAs are losing its charm because there have been too many of these MBAs floating around in the entire industry, coming from, I must not say, but yes, coming from, industry, universities or colleges where they have not been properly groomed. I would rather say if you want to go in for higher studies, which we post BSc, which we have, is also to do masters. So you do your MSc where you increase your knowledge of, say, textiles, say, fashion designing, say, fashion marketing, fashion management, which are all taught as part of our curriculum in the master's subjects, and at the same time gain experience in between, by exposure to the industry. That is what will make you a complete manager material, and then you can, go into the industry very proudly and seek out some of the best industries to work with.
Thank you so much, sir. So as you were discussing about it, sir, there is another query from the attendee, and I would like to present that also. Sir, why LPU? Why the fashion design courses at LPU is better than any other courses, any other colleges? So why attendees should choose LPU? So please throw some light on this also.
Okay, sure. I will again be very optimistic and say that I have been associated with NIFT right from the very beginning when it started off. The first few batches came out in 1990. I was in fact the first one from the apparel industry to hire all the gold medalists of NIFT in 1991, send them to Japan. I was associated with Pearl Academy from its very inception because I was part of the industry, and I felt it was my duty, having been given so much by the industry, to also help these colleges, because in my time we had no colleges, no fashion colleges to go to learn. And again, I was part of not only being on the academic and the advisory board of NIFT, as well as Pearl Academy, but I was also responsible for opening a Pearl Academy in Bangladesh. Today, I'm proud to say that even at this age, I have come and dedicated the rest of my life to be at LPU, for the simple reason is that we have almost everything that other institutes, other schools of fashion cannot boast about. We have almost the best labs here. We have over 200 machines for the students. We have 8 labs for our computers. We have huge labs for our pattern making. We have a complete lab for our dyeing and processing. We have printing labs. We have even everything in our labs where knitting and warping and everything to do with textiles is there. A huge library where we have over 5,000 books only in the fashion school, and then one of the largest central libraries that we have. And today I'm proud to say that the students are given all the opportunities. Just last 2 weeks, we have been having even a craft mela over here, where we have invited craftsmen from outside to come and teach the student. And what did we do? Which is far beyond what apparel and garment businesses. We taught them pottery making. We had them about embroideries and fulkari, which is a fantastic thing from Punjab. And we have just finished last 3 days of teaching them marble printing, which is a unique thing which is today happening in the world. So you know that at LPU, we are constantly evolving. And then on top of that, our students are given this unique opportunity to go and participate in the Delhi Times Fair, in the Delhi Fashion Show on a regular basis. And so that all the fashion design students get that ultimate platform of being able to showcase their, their prodigy. Not only this, we have 2+2, which, our colleagues will soon explain to you, where our students study here for 2 years, they go abroad for 2 years, come back, and then or find internships in Europe or USA, and then go on to make a name for themselves. So I think at LPU we offer a complete package. It's a complete lifestyle. It's a complete fashionosphere, as I call it, that we offer, which is very, very few places can. And we are the largest university, the largest residential university, which Dr. Gill, Dr. Ruby will explain to you people. We have over 25 to 30 students, who live together along with. I live inside the university. I enjoy it. After 5 p.m. in the evenings, we are friends, we talk, we sit on the grass, we discuss many things all together with the students, because for all of us, it's a way of life. It's not just education which gives, but we create a way of life. That's why I will say LPU, LPU, LPU all the way.
Definitely. Thank you so much, sir. So we'll take up last but not the least query. So, sir, attendee wants to know that he wants to display after the course, if he want to display the product at any online shopping site like Amazon or Myntra, then how they will validate my product? Like, will LPU help in this? What is the
Yes, in
process?
fact, at LPU, we have created last year our own brand, uh, which is called Unifashion. And Unifashion has been made for the exclusive person, for making sure that our students are able to use that as a platform to showcase their products. We have a huge mall inside the university where students get an opportunity. 2 years of closure because of this terrible sickness that all of us had fettered out our plans, but we never say die. We have revived everything. We have Unifashions as a label, which is exclusively going to be for the students and the faculty members to create their collections and be able to showcase not only online, but also in our very own campus, where we have a huge mall, where we have shops, we have international brands, we have domestic brands who are all there, and we give that platform to all our students. Besides that, of course, in the fashion shows, we invite all the industry big-wigs who come and see what they are, and we introduce our talented design students to all these brands you just mentioned, be it Amazon, be it Myntra, be it any of the other online brands, so that you can showcase your products and become part of the Indian industry.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for resolving all the queries of our attendees. And attendees, as Professor Rajat has just told you that how LPU is such a diverse university, and it has a great infrastructure and all the facilities which one person dream of. At that, all those facilities are there in our university. So to throw some light on all these features, we have our admission expert with us, Ms. Megha Singh. So, ma'am, over to you for the admission part of the university.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gill. Thank you so much, Professor Rajat Bhattacharya. And a very good morning to all the attendees that are watching the show, this particular webinar right now. I will just share my screen with you. And with that, I will begin with the presentation. So before I start the formal presentation of what kind of campus exposure you will be getting over here, what kind of activities, extracurricular activities you will be exposed to when you will be staying here for your stay. as well as your admission, let's little go back and let me give you certain glimpses of what our students have done for the university. So you can see a glimpse of these 13 LPU students who brought laurels to lovely professional university with their performance at the Tokyo Olympics in 2020. Mind you, this is not the only laurels we have. Again, our students have done it. And this time, we students of the LPU have lifted up the runners-up trophy at the Khelo India University Games. And you can see the tally of the medals at the bottom of screen with 17 gold, 15 silver, and 19 bronze. So with this happy news, happy gesture, let's move towards the rankings that our university has brought. Now, the first would be we are here coming in the top 100 universities in the world. We are ranked at 74th position, and this is according to the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings of 2022. Again, the similar rankings given by the World University 2022, we are ranking at 36th position among all the top universities in India. The Atal rankings, they have given us the position of number 3 for the innovation achievements. Now, what kind of campus life and exposure a student studying at LPU can be expected? So here I am telling you that all kinds of people, all kinds of dignitaries, right from the current Prime Minister of our country to the various dignitaries, Nobel laureates, even the Prime Ministers of various countries, to the late Prime Minister, like late Minister Shri Arun Jaitley, they have graced a number of occasions for numerous events at lovely professional university, right? You can see here a glimpse of when late Shri Arun Jaitley started up with the startup school. The motivation here was to just inspire students, motivate them to be and become job creators, right? The next is the celebrities. They have also been here. They have graced the induction programs, the social events, and welcomed all the virtuos, the freshers at LPU University for their next innings of life at the university. Coming to infrastructure, we no doubt have the best infrastructure in the whole worldwide. This is one of the amphitheaters that you can see where all kinds of events, social events, nukkad nataks, club activities, they take place. This is a snapshot of one of the indoor auditoriums that we are having. This one specifically has a capacity to hold 3,500 plus students or candidates, and also holds events of repute of both domestic as well as international level. This is the Uni Mall, where all kinds of convenience facilities, stores, right from your ATMs, your banks, to sweets shop, to electronics, gadgets, clothes, salons, the services these students can avail. This is our central library. We've got more than 20 lakh books. We've got publications. We've got e-sources, right? We've got subscriptions of various newspapers which the students can get hold of. And nevertheless, all kinds of extracurricular activities, right? They are encouraged, right? From the bowling area to the gym and spa facilities to, obviously, we are also having an on-campus hospital for all kinds of problems or medical requirements or ailments if any student is suffering from. So we are having the doctors, we are having fully capacity beds, we are having residents, we are having 24 hours ambulance services, and so on. This is our new edition in which we are having an indoor stadium. So indoor swimming pools. This is one of the swimming pool that you can see. This is an all-weather swimming pool, along with this indoor badminton courts, shooting ranges, right? This is a glimpse of the aerial view during the day of our university campus. And the similar, you can see the aerial view of the residential capacity exclusively shot at the night. Now, the question comes, how can you connect with us? So first thing is, all the attendees, you can either visit LPU Monday to Saturday 9 to 6 p.m. or on Sundays 10 to 4 p.m. Or you can check out the email address which is given at the bottom where you can get connected with us if you have a specific query. Or you can also contact at the number which is given at the bottom screen where you can get connected with our counselors. Apart from this, in 5 minutes, I would also like to tell you, if you at the comfort of your home would like to inquire and study about what are the different courses that the university is offering, let me just, in 5 minutes, let me tell you about it. What you have to do is you simply have to go to Google, and in the URL, please type www.lpu.in. The moment you do that, you have to click upon admissions, and this is the landing page that you will be seeing. Now, over here, it says find your program. So let me take an example. I'm assuming myself as a candidate who has just qualified class 12. So I have put it over here, class 12. The moment I do that, please see these are the different disciplines that I get exposed to. These are the same disciplines which university is offering. Now, let's say if I'm interested in fashion design, I have clicked upon this particular program, right? Now, after this, the different programs that are available in this particular discipline, they are BSc Design Fashion, B Design Fashion, and we're also having a B Design Fashion which with 2+2 with international credit transfer option. Let me click upon one particular course. Let's say I want to go for a B Design course in fashion. Now, what are the details that I am able to see over here on this page? First, I am getting to know about what is the duration of the program. It is for 4 years. Then I am coming to know about what are the program details, where I'm getting exposed to, for example, the eligibility criteria, whether I'm able to take direct admission or do I have to clear an entrance exam. So for this particular course, for this particular program, I have to clear an entrance exam of the university, LPU Nest, or if I'm already having the scorecard of the various national exams, which is mentioned over here, I can proceed my case like that. Another thing over here is the rankings you can see, which I have already explained. What is going to be my curriculum? What I will be taught in my first year, second year, third year, fourth year, the subjects are available here. What will be the electives offered? I can go through and study over here. What is going to be my fee structure? Right? For this particular course, it's 1,20,000. What is the kind of scholarship? What are the categories, the slabs of scholarship available? They are also mentioned over here. Next, and very important, is on what grounds will I be given scholarship? The scholarship is based upon what is my last qualifying exam. The scholarship is based upon when I'm appearing for the entrance examination of LPU Nest. The scholarship, if I have given any of the national level exams mentioned here, there are certain other scholarships, like if I have started my own venture, I have got some patent, I've got some copyright, right? Financial aids. You can check these scholarships, from the comfort of your home and get an understanding of it. Apart from this, how you can apply? Like I said, either you can visit us, you can get connected on, our toll-free number, or you can also apply by yourself online by following this procedure, which is mentioned here. What is important to remember when you're going through any process or any program is to know what are the important dates. So please understand, the last date for appearing for the LPU Nest exam is 31st of July. The exam can be taken place till 5th of August. You can book your examination slots. Within 24 hours to 48 hours, I will be getting my result, and then I would be getting the last date of admission. So for here, the last date of admission is 10th of August. Clear? So please be very mindful of all the programs when you are interested to take admission or you would like to explore. Apart from this, I also get queries regarding to webinars that, ma'am, we have, we forgot a particular webinar which was, broadcasted before, or if there are any further more webinars of a particular program. Very simple. Please see here on the same page, under the tab of admissions, to your extreme left, you can see a tab over here which talks about LPU's Edu-Fair webinars. The moment you click upon it, you will be guided to this landing page where you can see all the upcoming, all the forthcoming webinars that have been scheduled for all the various disciplines, and you can earmark them in your calendar, right? So that you don't miss the date. And if you want to look at what past webinars have already been broadcasted, what were the kind of queries that were asked, you can please log on over here and watch all the previous recordings, right? Thank you so much, everyone. Over to Dr. Gill.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the detailed information about the admission part. And there is one query from the attendees. If you can solve that query, can we have you over here, Nika ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, there is a query from Devesh Kumar Jha. He wants to know that can he do BTech CSC? Can he do MBA after BTech CSC? Is it beneficial for the attendee? Like, if it is,
Okay.
then in what senses? That which doors will be open after this?
Right. Dr. Gill, I suppose the candidate has already done BTech.
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely, the eligibility of MBA is there. The eligibility of MBA says that the person has to be a graduate, minimum 55%, and then they have to clear up the entrance exam of our university along with the interview. So, like the way I have just explained, please ask the candidate. I'm sorry, I could not get the candidate's name. You can guide him to either explore the course of MBA and check the eligibility, or get connected with us via WhatsApp or via toll-free number. Definitely, a technical background will definitely help you to prosper and get hold of skills and become a good manager, whichever the industry that particular candidate wants to, look forward to, whether it is in fashion, whether it is in apparels, whether it is a software company or any service industry. Right, Dr. Gill?
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, Devesh, I believe you got your answer. You can opt for MBA and all those eligibility criteria. You can visit us, our website, or you can visit the university as well. We have our admission nominees, we have our counselors with us, those who will efficiently guide you for your future endeavors. So, thank you so much, panelists and attendees. So, I'll advise you that decisions determine destiny. So decide your own date and take the admissions as soon as possible. So with this, we'll conclude today's webinar. Thank you, attendees, for sparing time and participating in today's webinar. We appreciate you all for the participation, and I believe your knowledge has been enriched by expertise. Also, I would like to express my appreciation to the experts for their valuable contribution. I'm sure their years of research, their years of experience will definitely guide the attendees to choose the right path. So until next time, I, Ruby Gill, finally sign off the session. Thank you, everyone.